Ayan, and now we're live. Hi, hello, magandang tanghali. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another session of Career Talk Thursday. So I'm Roan, and I'll be your host for today. So this is our sixth session, and this afternoon, we will be talking about Ask Me Anything. So life and learnings as an intern. So malalaman natin today how we can make most out of our internship, ano ba yung mga tips and tricks para ma-absorb ka ng company kung saan ka nag-intern, di ba? Or kung paano mo lang talaga ma-maximize yung internship experience mo as a college student pa lang, di ba? Bago tayo sumabak sa adult life. So, before we start, I want to let everyone know that this event is hosted by Prospel Philippines. So ano nga ba si Prospel? Prospel is a career portal and jobs board designed specifically created for students and fresh graduates. We help you get the best start to your careers by providing you all the information, the in the life stories, articles, career events, and jobs that are for you. So, samahan nyo kaming magkwentuhan, and if you have any questions, feel free to send them in the chat box at itatanong natin yan sa ating guest later. So, mamaya meron din tayong game at meron din tayong icebreaker and syempre, pag may games, meron tayong papremyo, di ba? So, before we begin, let me introduce our guest speaker for this session. Shane holds a double degree from De La Salle University for Bachelor's of Science in Financial Economics and Bachelor of Science in Business Management. He graduated cum laude in 2021 and was also awarded with gold medal for best thesis for business management. Shane joined Michael Page in 2021 as an intern just in 1 month after college. To date, he is the fastest and first ever intern who got promoted to a consultant. So 1 month lang. Promoted to associate consultant in January 2022, then consultant in March 2022. As such, Shane has been promoted thrice within the 8 months, proving a good track record of recruiting and representing mid-senior level developers. So he is currently pioneering and building the pre-sales business of Michael Page PH Technology. So let's all welcome Shane Ang. Ayan. Medyo nakamute ka pa ngayon. Ayan.
Yeah, yun. Thank you so much, Rohan, for the introduction.
So bago tayo mag-start sa presentation mo, kamustahan muna tayo. Siyempre, gusto muna natin na maging comfortable ang guest speaker natin, ikaw, sa kwentuhan natin. And siyempre, pati na rin yung live viewers natin. Gusto natin na maging safe space tong webinar natin, di ba? Para mapag-usapan
Yes.
lahat ng gusto nating malaman about internship experiences. So, ayun. Kumusta,
Mhm.
Shane?
Yeah, all goods naman. Actually, working from home ako today. So, yeah, medyo
Hello, Shane? Medyo nag-freeze ka ata. Ayan, okay na.
hello?
Pakigalaw na lang yung basa ulit. Charot. Ayan, okay na ulit. Okay na.
Hello? Parang nawala ata ako.
Ayan, okay na, okay na.
Yeah, okay, I'm back.
Ayan. So, last word mo ay work from home ka?
Yeah, currently working from home. Kaya ano, chill lang ako today.
Mm. So, ayan, meron na tayo sa comment section na Go Shane, my idol. Wow. So, ayan. Ready ka
May
na ba?
fan pala ako dito.
Nga eh. So, paano daw? Pa-shout out daw kay Matt.
Shout out kay Matt Mercado.
So, ayan. Ready ka na ba for your presentation?
Yeah, sure. Oo, ready na.
Sa backstage muna ako, and if you need anything, tawagin mo lang ako ulit. Ayan.
Alright, sige, sure.
All
Sige.
welcome, Shane. Ayan.
Yeah. Sige. Thank you so much, Roanne. Thank you for the introduction. And ayun, thank you then everyone for having me today as your guest speaker. And yun, I am very honored talaga to be able to speak right now and share with you my life and also my learnings in my first ever corporate job here in Michael Page. So for those who are not familiar with Michael Page, Michael Page is actually a multinational consultancy firm that specializes in recruitment. So, in a nutshell, my job is to meet with clients and understand their hiring needs, while at the same time source and speak to multiple candidates then. So ngayon, no, currently I am a consultant for the technology space. And but before I delve deeper pa no, into my role and my progression here sa Michael Page, I believe that the vast majority of you right now sa event na to mostly are college students and fresh graduates. So I think you would all find it relevant if I share with you, no, my journey when I was still in college and how I've transitioned into getting my first job. So, ayun, looking back into my final year in college, yeah, actually I'm having flashbacks no on my feelings of uncertainty. And I can just assume that most of you are also feeling that way at this moment. And there's this doubt. Meron tayong fear of the future, fear of what's next. What do I want to do? Would I enjoy my job in the future? Would I even land a job? And these are the usual questions that I've often asked myself before. And then, ayun pa, you see your friends, your batchmates already landing a job as they finish college. So talagang the pressure was real. The pressure was really there. And it only added to the fear. And if that's what you're currently feeling right now, no, I'm telling you, it's completely valid. And but then don't let it consume you. And sooner or later naman, you'll be able to conquer this doubt, this fear, just as I did. And you may ask, no, how? So, ayun, let me share with you my journey. So, yun lang, to start, college. So, I was a double degree major, financial economics and business management. Grabe, I really suffered. Those two courses were a great complement to each other, but wow, that was really very difficult. But yeah, ano naman siya, very fulfilling journey naman. And in college, no, I would say I was a really focused individual then, both academically and also in extracurriculars. And pati na rin sa mga internships ko when I was in college. And I was that type of student who is very pabibo. So super kulit ko talaga. I would always take initiative and I would always wanted to stand out from the crowd. So yun, I'd always want to challenge myself then. I was very keen to take on mga leadership roles before. So ayun, before I joined the student government then in LaSalle, and I was also actually a batch president then for a year. So ayun no, I had these extracurricular activities mainly for me to learn new things, gather experiences, and of course also to boost my CV as well. And ayun, just to give you a siguro quick background then no, on my two internships that I have during college. So yung two internships that I have during college, it was mandatory. So part talaga siya ng curriculum namin. So first no was it was with a startup company. So specialized siya in training and consultancy firm. The name is People Dev International Corporation. So back then, no, I was a strategic planning intern. So basically, majority of the tasks that I do for them is really research and analysis. Then yung final output namin was that we created a pitch deck and a strategic plan to present to venture capitalists. Then yung second internship ko naman, it was with Valence Research Asia. So for them naman, I was a research consulting intern. And then yung task ko doon, mostly I produce research outputs, mga company analysis, portfolio analytics, and mga other research tasks as well. So basically, no, both internships that I had nung college, mostly research focused talaga siya. And ayun, and something about me then, I was that type of guy who was, for some reason, very excited talaga to join the corporate world. So during my last term in college, I was already very aggressive in sending out my CV to different companies. And ayun, actually, no, I could remember, I was really very unsure talaga of the career path that I would take. And kadalasan pa noon, every night, I would have mga calls with a lot of my friends. Then, yun, magkukwentuhan na kami. Some of them kasi, during that time, may trabaho na. And yun, for me, I'm still in the market looking for the right opportunity for me. So, ayun, send lang ako ng send ng CV ko sa mga companies. So, yung mga industry siguro na nasendan ko, no, finance, banking, FMCG, retail, e-commerce, and etc. etc. So, ayun, and back then, I believe then na I had a very strong CV that really showcased my extracurriculars and my internship experiences then. So, ayun, I was quite confident naman. And I've also rehearsed over mga possible interview questions as well so that to make sure na prepared talaga ako when it comes to the interviews. But then, ayun, the inevitable came, rejection. Yun, there's been a bunch of times where I was straight up rejected in the CV screening stage pa lang. And there are also some failed interviews then with top companies of my choice. And yun, to be very honest no, with you guys, that really hurt me. The doubt and the fear that I had inside, nag-intensify pa talaga siya. I became very discouraged. And yun, I was thinking to myself then na ano ba yan, parang I spent 4 years in college. Nung time na yun, cum laude candidate. Then I've already won best thesis, been a batch president, and really involved talaga in a lot of other extracurricular stuff. But then, ayun, I can't land a job, not even an internship. So, ayun, it really affected me for a while until I decided to change my mindset. So ayun, no, I tried looking at things from a different perspective, starting believing that there are better opportunities pa out there for me. And ayun, I still continued on with my job hunt process. So ito, kay Michael Page, no, there was a time kasi when I was just browsing over LinkedIn and I came across a post of a connection. So he's actually an old acquaintance of mine. Schoolmate ko siya before nung high school pa ako. So yun, the post was about Michael Page. And yun, I saw na he just recently joined the company then. So by that time, siguro mga around 2 months pa lang siya in Michael Page. And naturally, it spurred some interest in me. Kasi this is a company that I haven't heard of before. And so yun, naisip ko, what's this company all about? So, ayun, on my end, I did some research and yun, I gained a basic overview of Michael Page. So, okay, multinational company siya, roots in the UK, industry is in recruitment, and honestly, something that I really never thought of before. Then, ayun, so nung pagka-check ko ng profile nila sa LinkedIn, I happened to come across then that they are currently hiring for mga associate consultants. So then, I thought, okay, sige, why not try it out? Wala namang mawawala. So yun, I applied. Then just after a few days, someone reached out to me through email. And then it was Albert, yung regional director ng Michael Page Philippines. He was asking if we could have a meeting online. So ayun, syempre I got excited. Pero at the same time, I got very nervous din. Kasi imagine, no, the regional director of a multinational company contacting you directly talaga and wants to set up an interview with you. So yun, 'di ba? Parang how can you not be intimidated with that? But then anyways, ayun, Albert and I met for an interview. And the interview I had was not the typical interview. It was very different talaga from other companies. Kasi na yung mga questions that Albert asked me were really focused on getting to know me better. And honestly, I was really caught off guard during that interview. Kasi parang hindi naman yan yung pinipare ko, di ba? So, hindi naman yan yung mga questions that I rehearsed for. So, ayun, he started asking about my personal life, my family, yung mga motivations ko, goals in life. And ayun, as we progressed through the interview, I felt like, oh, wow, I think I may have found a company that actually cares about me. And yun, that really captured my heart. And at the same time, see Albert, he was also pretty impressed then with the story of my life, since he was able to really relate with me when it comes to my experiences and also with my situation. So ayun, together with that, he was also amazed then by my energy. Kasi yun, when I talk talaga ganito, this is the way I speak talaga kahit on a normal basis. So ayun, talagang very energetic daw ako and talagang I really show confidence when I was speaking to him. So ayun, and to my surprise, he told me kaagad during nung patapos na ng interview namin na he wants me to join Michael Page immediately the following week. So ayun, he wanted me to start out as an intern muna. And then yun, check to see maybe after 3 to 6 months if okay ba yung performance ko, I could progress to become an associate consultant. So, ayun, napaisip na ako during that time. Well, during the interview itself, naisip ko na, oh, parang okay naman tong opportunity na to. And talking to Albert mismo, the regional director, parang I felt like I was in a safe space. So, ayun. And pero after the interview, no, I was still quite unsure pa rin, of course. Kasi everything happened so fast, eh, 'di ba? Parang kaka-interview lang and then uh, Albert wanted me to join kagad sa company the next week. And yun, I can't just decide then kasi right away, especially since I also have other applications in the final stages with other companies. But then, ayun, what I did, the first thing I did talaga is that I went down from my room. I talked to my parents about it. Yun, I talked to them about the opportunity, and explain ko sa kanila yung industry, recruitment, ganon. And ayun, I also reached out to some of my closest friends. And yun, I asked them, oh, do you guys see me ba in recruitment? What do you think of the industry overall? And ayun then, of course, I also asked myself then, is this something that I would enjoy doing? And do I actually see myself then in the industry mga maybe 5 years from now? Then, ayun, really unsure pa rin. So, I decided to reach out to my old acquaintance, who is now, ano na siya, he's a very good friend in Michael Page. During that time, no, intern pa siya. So, ayun, nag-message na ako sa kanya and then he asked me, oh bro, baka gusto mo, call na lang tayo para, yun, I could answer your questions if you have any. So, yun, we had the call. I had a lot of questions for him workload wise, culture wise. And yung pinaka summary ng call namin is that he is really surrounded by very supportive people in a great environment. And yun, after that, I was also invited then to an online meet and greet session with the technology team ng Michael Page. So, ayun, no, kasi I will be eventually be working with them in Michael Page. So, ayun, when I met with them, I got to talk to them. Nakita ko na, wow, grabe, super solid yung team. And also, I've also seen how nice the people are all as well. So ayun 'no, taking into account yung mga advice sa akin ng family ko, ng friends ko, and also yung testimonial ng, colleague ko ngayon, and yeah, also yung meeting the team themselves, yun, it still took a bit of contemplating pa rin on my end. Pero in the end, yun, I finally decided then to say yes and become part of the Page family. And I guess yung pinaka-deciding factor talaga for me, no? Well, apart from the good compensation and clear career progression, was really yung culture talaga ng company. Kasi it's really the way how people made me feel eh. Like from the upper management pa lang, yung from Albert himself pa lang, all the way to the technology team, everyone made me feel welcome kaagad, even before I actually joined. And yun, that's something real special talaga for me and something I really appreciate. So, ayun, 1 week after the interview, there I was na in the office namin sa Makati. So yun, first day ko, I could still remember it very clearly, October 18. Ang aga-aga ko dumating kasi yun nga, excited ako eh, first corporate job. And ayun, everything was so foreign to me talaga. Kasi recruitment in general, I never had any experience naman talaga before. Then I was assigned pa to be part of the technology team. Eh, yun yung industry na parang I have little knowledge on eh. Wala akong masyadong alam. Hindi naman ako like super techy na tao talaga. So, ayun. Then everything talaga was very fast-paced. A lot of trainings, a bunch of modules na I really had to accomplish. So yung first week ko talaga, more on talaga modules. Um, Mostly getting to know Michael Page, yung mga tasks talaga namin. So ayun, parang I kind of felt like nasa college pa ako nung first week ko kasi puro modules. So ayun, and then eventually I also had chances to do mock calls, and also eventually make my own ano na rin, candidate calls. So ayun, if I'm going to be real honest talaga, I really got very overwhelmed in my first month. So yun, kasi naisip ko, 'di ba, parang I just finished college nung final week of September, and then wala pang 1 month, mga 3 weeks pa lang, there I was na, working already as if I didn't take any ano talaga, any time to rest. But yeah, ano 'no, just to ano lang muna pala, just to give you a more detailed picture, as a recruitment consultant 'no, yung day-to-day job kasi namin, so day in and day out, what we do is that we source for potential candidates and we make calls. So both candidate and clients. And back when I was an intern, yung pinaka main expectation and training plan for me was that to, ayun, first master the art of sourcing for the right candidates talaga for the roles of our clients. So yun, for my first 2 weeks, I focused mainly on sourcing lang, purely sourcing for candidates. And then, ayun, I sent it over to yung other consultants and senior consultants namin in the office. So ayun, I have quickly picked up naman on sourcing. So ngayon, now that I have the foundation na for sourcing, it was time for me na to make actual calls with candidates that I sourced. So at first, no, I was really very nervous. Talagang kabadong-kabado ako during calls. I could really feel my heartbeat and nanginginig ako. And ayun, during calls, I would stutter talaga a lot. I had a lot of fillers, puro ganon. And yun, I don't really have a structure when I make my calls. And sometimes I don't even know what questions to ask then to the candidates. So, ayun, it really took a while for me to find my groove. So what I did, no, I really shadowed and listened into a lot of different consultants when they take their calls. So, ayun, a lot of different consultants kasi different yung style nila ng pag-make ng calls. So, ayun, parang what I did is that I adopted a lot of their practices and I made my own. And overall, it really took a lot of practice, a lot of candidates that I spoken to before I have really become comfortable on being on the phone all the time. So, ayun, overall, yung first month ko, medyo challenging talaga siya. Kasi bago eh, first job, intern in a very fast-paced environment. But then, ayun naman, very thankful naman ako sa Michael Page kasi no, I was really guided and assisted all throughout. So yun, I was very blessed to have great mentors watching over me. And yun, they're always there naman kapag may mga questions ako, if I really need help with something, very hands-on sila. So what I really appreciate then pala with Michael Page, no, is that we were in a safe space to make mistakes early on. So back when I was an intern kasi no, I've actually made a few mistakes before. And yun naman, of course, those mistakes were pointed out to me. But then, never naman ako napagalitan. I was never reprimanded. They never made me feel bad about it naman. And ayun, learning from my mistakes, it really helped me improve and become better at my job overall. So, ayun, for the next 2 months naman of my internship, so that was November and December, quite the same lang din. But then, of course, the job only got tougher. Since, no, technology, right now kasi, it's a really, ano siya, really booming space. So, ngayon, no, we have a lot of clients looking to hire tech professionals. And yun, we have a lot of open roles to fill in. And me, yon, being the pabibo person that I always am, yon, I showed initiative, and of course I took on the additional roles then. And yun, this was also to my own advantage din naman, but for my own benefit then, since ayun, I got to work on mga different tech roles, and I also got to talk to different candidates with different specializations in tech. So basically, not only was I building my own database of candidates, no, but then at the same time, parang mas nagiging deep yung knowledge ko on the technology sector. And ayun kasi when I started out in the technology desk of Michael Page, I was mostly exposed to the technical side. So meaning technical side no more on the applications development. So applications development, you may ask no kung what's applications development. So basically very straightforward naman siya for the name itself. So basically it's more of developing, building and implementing applications. So sila yung mga mobile app developers or web app developers. So basically yung mga dirty workers in tech, mga hardcore coders talaga. So yung mga candidates that I talk to every day are mostly mga coders, developers. And ayun no, at first ano siya, talagang I felt very intimidated kasi when I started calling mga tech professionals, yun I have very little knowledge kasi on tech. And sometimes yung mga sinasabi nila, I really don't understand. But then ayun naman, ako naman I was never shy. I always ask questions. Like kapag may hindi ako naintindihan, oh, you mentioned about this. Pwede mo bang i-explain sa akin para I could have a better idea kung what this is. So ganun, when I talk to my candidates, I was also sorry, learning then. And so yun, talking to candidates, talking to experts, that's where I really learned. And within my first 3 months na stay in Michael Page, that's when I really learned the ABCs of recruitment and technology. And yeah, ano no, share I also want to share a bit no about something beyond work. More on the culture side naman within the company. So he's Michael Page, we actually have a weekly thing on Fridays after work. Actually, ngayon hindi na nga Fridays, minsan midweek, minsan Wednesday and Wednesday and Friday. Yun, we go out and grab some food and drinks. So, basically we just chill together kasama yung mga boss namin. And then we talk about things outside of work. Basically, anything under the sun. And what better combination can I ask for, di ba? Free food and drinks plus kwentuhan pa. So yun, it really deepened the relationship across the office and yung bond namin with one another. And this actually helped me then adjust quickly and become more comfortable then in the office. And ayun, we also had an office-wide event before. So Christmas party namin to. We all went to Puerto Galera. It was a very fun trip, of course. And then, yun, actually, that time, feel ko doon talaga ako pinaka nag-stand out sa buong company, sa management team. Kasi, ayun, super pabibo kasi talaga ako and full of energy. I mean, how could I not be? There's drinks and may karaoke pa favorite ko yun. So I was just singing and dancing, providing entertainment to everyone. So yun, that is something that yung company namin, yung management team namin also recognized about me. Yung energy ko, yung demeanor, the joy that I spread. So yun, they basically call me a ball of sunshine because ayun, I'm always able to uplift everyone's spirits and brighten everyone's mood. So yun, of course, hindi lang naman siya when we're outside work, also naman when we're in the office then. So ayun, going back, medyo nag-segue lang, pero yun, going back to office talk. So after our Christmas party, I had catch-ups with my manager and also yung director namin. And yun, they were telling me how much growth they've seen in me in the span of 3 months. And ayun, they said naman na they really appreciate all the efforts that I've been doing. And I've been a key addition to the business kasi given yung energy ko and the personality that I bring to the office. And then, ayun, I got promoted from intern into an associate consultant officially nung January of this year. So, ayun, that means added responsibility and higher expectations. So ngayon, no, as an associate consultant, I'm expected na to contribute to the revenue of the team. Kasi nung back when I was an intern, what I was doing lang, diba, more on sourcing for candidates, calling the candidates, but then I don't endorse the candidates kasi directly to our clients. So what I do after I pre-screen the candidates, I send them over to my colleague, fellow consultant in Michael Page. And then yun, she screens the candidate ulit and then saka niya i-endorse yung profile over to the clients. But then now, as as an associate consultant, um, I communicate directly na rin with our clients. So, ayun, once I pre-screen the candidate, automatically ako na rin yung magsasend ng profile to the clients. So, ayun, yung expectation sa akin ng, ng management team and everyone in the office is that I should be able to contribute na to the revenue of the team. So, I needed to get placements. And placements, meaning I am able to identify and endorse a candidate to our clients. And yung client namin, they would hire the candidate. So, yun yung placement. And that's actually also the most common way for us consultants to earn revenue. So ayun, of course, I was very excited and very motivated kasi newly promoted eh. And this is also my chance to make a name for myself. Ayun nga lang, syempre pressure. Nandun talaga yung pressure. And ano no, honestly, I really felt like everyone's eyes were on me. Especially after nung Christmas party. Kasi yun, I really felt like yung ina-expect nila, yung energy ko, I should be able to translate it into business results. So into revenue talaga. And yes naman, I was able to showcase naman yung pabibo side ko. I was able to endorse a lot of candidates to clients every week. And yung target for me kasi no was to send mga around 5 to 7 CVs over to our clients per week. But then ako kasi I always want to challenge myself. I want to talagang aim higher than the target set to me. So, yun, ano naman, very consistent naman ako in sending out CVs. So, yung target na 5 to 7, lagi ko siyang nai-exceed. So, yung average ko, mga nasa around 10 CVs sent per week. And yun, I was always the leading one then in terms of CV sent sa technology team. And ayun, no, although that was the case, madami ako nasasend na CVs, hindi siya nagmamaterialize. Like, hindi talaga siya nagta-translate into interviews and a lot of candidates didn't actually progress. So, ayun, sadly, yung pressure, it got the best out of me and I ended up having zero revenue for the first month as an associate consultant nung January. So, ayun, it was very frustrating on my part. And again, I started having doubts ulit. Naisip ko na, is this really the job for me? Ito ba talaga yung gusto kong gawin? So, ayun, no, I had a one-on-one with my manager. And yun, we were catching up, discussing kung what I think where I went wrong, ganon, ano yung mga improvements na dapat kong gawin. So, ayun, na-realize ko kasi na parang siguro yung biggest problem ko is prioritization. Kasi nung back when I was an intern and also nung starting as an associate consultant, I've been parang feeling ko medyo yung energy and yung focus ko, it's in the wrong things. Like for example, masyado akong nagfo-focus too much on one role for a client na hindi naman responsive. So ayun, wala talagang feedback o hindi talaga mag-move yung candidates, di ba? And also, there are times where I will put my focus naman on multiple roles. Kasi in tech, madami kaming roles na hinahandle. So, ayun, kung ano lang feel kong i-work on ngayon, yun ang i-work on ko. And then, mamaya, pag biglang tinamad na ako, o sige, ito na lang i-work on ko. So, parang ano talaga, walang structure. There's no structure to my day. And ayun, I oftentimes din no, nung medyo bago-bago pa talaga ako, I even find myself working during nighttime. So ayun, prioritization, yun talaga, that's where I really need to improve on. So yun, yung kinausap ko naman yung manager ko, he presented to me some strategies for me to try out. And yung isang sinuggest niya sa akin no is to really plan out my day. So ayun, identify and plot my priorities, structure my calendar, and respect my calendar. So ayun, I tried it out kasi yung gamit namin sa office is Microsoft Team. I'm not sure if all of you are familiar, no? So ayun, yung sa calendar, I placed there yung mga tasks that I would want to do for the day. So ayun, ano na rin, I tried it out. At first, no, it really felt hindi natural yung feeling for me. Di ako sanay na ganon. But then, it proved to be effective later on. So not only did that help me no in prioritizing my tasks and becoming more efficient then with work, it also helped me then achieve work-life balance. And since I already have my day planned out kasi already, I have everything plotted na sa calendar ko and I respect my calendar, I don't find myself working na at night. So once na natapos ko na lahat ng task ko sa calendar ko, pagtapos na, yun na, I'm done. And yun, I've actually become more productive then. And very good talaga siya when it comes to my mental health as well. So, ayun, no, after work, I have all the time na to do anything that I want. So, yun, at night, I watch Netflix na, I play video games, I spend more time na rin with my family. And guess what happened at work? Ayun na, dumating na yung first placement ko, early in February. Yun na yung first revenue ko as an associate consultant. And this was really the break that I was looking for. This was the break that I really needed. Then, ayun, after a week pa, another good news came. Another placement na naman. So, ayun, syempre super saya ako, super happy. I was really so pumped up. And ayun, talagang all the more motivated talaga. And kasi nung time na when I got promoted no to an associate consultant, nag-set na kagad daw ng goal for myself. And yung goal ko was to get promoted again to consultant naman by the second quarter of the year. So siguro I'm looking mga April to June, mga ganun yung timeline ko. And yun kasi yung career progression naman dito sa Michael Page, no, it was very clear. So, yun know, siguro, I'd share it with you guys then, no, para may idea kayo. So, for me, for ano kasi, associate consultants, let's say if I get 4 placements within a rolling 3-month period, I'll get promoted after 1 month na grace period. So, meaning, if I get 4 placements in, let's say, February and March, April, yun yung grace period. So yung promotion ko, it would be on May. And alternatively naman, if I could get 5 placements kaagad within a quarter, wala nang grace period. So automatically, I'll get promoted kaagad the following month. So ayun, yung goal ko talaga was, I was really eyeing to get at least 4 placements lang by February. Para pagdating ng April, promoted na kagad ako to consultant. So ayun, I really worked extra hard, still respecting my calendar, ganon. And ayun, I reached my goal. I got the 4 placements, but I even exceeded it. Nung February, I actually had total of 7 placements for the month. So kaya ayun, I got promoted kaagad to consultant by March right away. So, ayun, I'm really proud then to talaga to say that I am the first ever and also the fastest intern who progressed towards being a consultant. And ayun, yung personal revenue ko for the first quarter of 2022, it was at 3M. And it's really so amazing to see talaga how a slight change in one strategy could really be a huge determining factor of success. So, ayun no, I believe talaga yung what's really important here kasi, well, not just in my specific job, but I believe also sa other jobs din, is that you really have to find what works for you. So, this strategy, no, for me, has proven to be the best for me. So, ayun, talagang i-continue ko pa rin talaga to. And now, no, already a consultant na, still the same me, still consistent pa rin naman revenue-wise. Currently for the second quarter, already have 3M then revenue in the bag and still have the entire month of June and looking to end this quarter strong and hoping to get that next promotion naman to senior consultant by the end of next quarter. So total numbers year to date, I'm currently at 6M revenue for the company. And I'm very proud then to say that I am currently the top four biller in Michael Page Philippines office. And currently I stand side by side with my management team. Kasi yung top 5 billers namin currently in the Philippine office, it consists of my manager, 3 of my directors, and there's me. So yun, kaming 5 yung top 5 ngayon in the Philippine office. And this is really something I am really proud of. And yun, I wanted to share this to you, hindi naman para magyabang, but then, kasi I want this to serve as an inspiration to you, young professionals, college students, fresh graduates. Um, I want this to be an inspiration to you all na not because, just because you are young, it doesn't mean that you cannot enjoy success in the early stages of your career. And yun, it doesn't mean na just because you're young, you cannot jive together with yung mga experienced ones. So really, no, it all comes down with grit talaga. Grit, hard work, and faith. Yun talaga. And siguro, no, just a few things that I wanted to share then on why I really love working here at Michael Page. Beyond revenue, beyond the success I'm enjoying right now, it's really the privilege of being able to help individuals find a better opportunity. And kasi no, there's been some candidates that I've talked to who's really unhappy. Di talaga sila masaya with their current job for a long time already. And yun, some also no jobless for a while brought by the pandemic and also other different factors then. So ayun, it just feels good no for me na knowing I am able to help these people. And here in Michael Page, this is not an exaggeration. We really change lives. And there has been a lot of success stories then from my colleagues sa mga candidates nila that they helped out. And just by hearing these stories alone, seeing the impact that we made to these candidates, that's what keeps us going talaga. Yun for me talaga, yun yung pinaka most fulfilling part of my job, of our job here as recruitment consultants in Michael Page. So, ayun no, I guess I can say that I am very thankful for yung mga rejections that I received before sa mga other companies. Kasi if not for them, I don't think I will be part of this amazing organization with a very fulfilling job. So, ayun no, guys, if you face any rejection, don't feel down. Yun talaga, it's really part of the process, part of life talaga yon. And siguro no, just to end lang, I just wanted to share a few pieces of advice then that really helped me in the early stage of my career. So first is to don't be afraid to make mistakes because that's when you'll really learn kasi talaga. And trust me, experience really is the best teacher. And second, pretty much very related siya to the first advice, find what works for you. Kasi no, you really have to try and try and try talaga. Try and try and make mistakes in order to find out what's best for you. And third, ask questions and don't be afraid to ask for help. Kasi yun no, in work and also of course in life then in general no, you don't have to go through everything alone. Kasi there are people naman by your side, may it be your family, yung friends mo, your colleagues, yun, just ask. And last, and for me, the most important advice is ano talaga, mindset. Kasi everything starts from here. Keep a positive mindset and always have faith in yourself and you'll really be surprised what lengths you'll reach. And ayun nun, going back to my opening statement kanina regarding fear and doubt, it's really okay. It's okay. It's normal to have fears, have doubts of the future. Kasi yun naman right now in the point of our lives right now, you don't have to have your life all figured out naman. Kasi life, it's not a race naman eh. So, suggest ko right now, whatever position you are in, may it be, kung nasa college ka pa ngayon, you are currently interning for a company, just enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey and do your best. And always keep your head high and always remember, everything starts talaga with your mindset. So, yeah, I guess yun lang for me. And I hope you have a great day, everyone.
Ayan, naririnig mo ba ako?
Yes, yeah, Rowan.
Grabe, no? Sobrang dami nating napulot na quotable quotes. Mindset ba? Mindset. Ganun.
Mindset, yes, totoo yan.
So, meron tayo dito mga questions.
Mhm.
And, ano to? para tong mga boyabunda fast talk.
Fast talk, okay.
Oo. Pero syempre pwede naman na mahaba. Mala MMK yung ano mo, yung mga
MMK.
answers mo. Kasi very personal to, syempre, 'di ba?
Mhm, mhm.
Sobrang inspiring ng journey mo na hindi mo alam at first yung career path mo and then
Mhm,
parang
yeah.
unfold na lang talaga siya, 'di ba? Oo.
Yes. Mhm,
So ito, syempre 'di ba, as an intern,
mhm,
yun naman talaga yung mga nanonood dito gustong matutunan, ano ba yung pwede nilang gawin as an
mhm,
intern.
mhm,
So,
mhm.
any tips on how to make a good impression as an
Yes.
intern?
Mhm. Yeah. I guess no for me yung pinaka-advice na mabibigay ko for this one, it's really just to be yourself. And ayan, it starts with the interview then eh. Like during the interview, talagang dapat be yourself. Kasi like okay, personal experience ko din no. Before I had an interview kasi with an FMCG company. Tapos may question siyang inasa sa akin. So ako parang gusto kong ma-impress sila. So so ayun, parang I didn't stay true to myself. And then, ayun, biglang nag-ask siya ng follow-up question regarding sa answer ko. Tapos yun, doon na ako medyo nag-stumble. Kaya hindi ko na ma-follow through yung answer ko. So, yun, ay yung pinaka-important thing siguro to make a good impression as an intern and also for those no that are in the interview stages pa lang is to really be yourself. Really be yourself and also of course try to always have initiative and always ask questions. Lagi mong dapat ipakita sa employer mo, sa bosses mo na you are really interested in learning and really interested in contributing to the business. So, yeah.
So, in relation to that, ano yung
Mhm.
best advice for interns para ma-absorb ng company kagaya mo after graduation?
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I guess medyo similar din to my answer sa previous question. But then siguro talaga persistence and consistency. Dapat ipakita mo sa boss mo, sa employer mo na talagang masipag ka, you really want it. You really want this job, kaya dapat you always have to be consistent. Yeah, so
So,
yun.
sorry siyang naputol. Ayan. So, next naman natin ay, syempre, di ba, pag, alam mo yung mga
Mm.
stereotypes sa pagiging intern na utusan ka, ganyan,
Yes.
coffee, ganyan, tagagawa ng errands, utusan ng supervisor, ng mga boss. So, itong question natin, how to set boundaries sa task na ina-assign sa'yo as an intern?
Yeah, so actually Ro, ano, very relatable yung sinabi mo kanina na yung parang kapag intern utusan kasi well
Oo.
ano lang naman joke lang naman. I'm not sure if nandito pa si Matt Mercado sa call kasi new joiner siya sa Michael Page and currently ako yung mentor niya. And yun, minsan inaasar-asar ko siya kasi siya yung mentee ko. So, oh, bilan mo ako ng coffee. Ganun. Pero yeah, ano lang naman, kidding aside, how to set boundaries, no? For me, at ito kasi, to be honest, one of my weaknesses before talaga is yung inability ko to say no. So kapag may binigay sa akin, may binato sa akin, talagang pipilitin ko yun. Like, okay, sige, gagawin ko talaga to. I'll do this. I wouldn't say no. Pero, ayun, may times na nahirapan ako. This was back in college pa lang, na na-realize ko na, ang hirap pala. Ba't pa ako nag-yes? I already have a lot on my plate. So, ayun, as early as nung college pa lang, natutunan ko na yon. Kaya, na-apply ko na siya when I um, went out and have my internships and currently dito sa job ko ngayon sa Michael Page. So, how to set boundaries? Be honest with yourself first and foremost. You have to reflect muna. Tignan mo muna yung the list of tasks that you already have. And let's say, kapag if you have free time pa naman, if kaya mo pa naman to accommodate another task, then yeah, feel free to do so. Kasi, ayun, in a way, you're showing initiative eh. But then, there are cases naman na, let's say, you already have too much on your plate na feeling mo di na talaga kaya, it's unhealthy na for you, for your mental health. Be open about it. Always communicate. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Communicate with your boss, with your colleagues, with your managers. sabihin, it's ano lang naman, just explain lang naman your side, na sabihin mo na, oh, sorry, boss, feel ko kasi I already have too much in my plate. I don't think I could already accommodate more tasks. And yun, it all boils down to being honest with yourself, what you can do, and also being honest to your boss, to your colleagues.
Sobrang hirap nga naman talaga na mag-say ng no sa mga superior, di ba?
Yes, oo. Honestly, mahirap. Pero yun, you have to, ano talaga, to muster the courage then
Mm.
to say
Pero
no sometimes. Mm-mm.
mag-assert ka rin talaga
Yes,
na
oo.
ng hindi naman ng authority, pero yun nga, yung
Yes.
kung ano lang yung kaya mo, di ba?
Yes, oo. Mm-mm.
Tapos dito naman sa next question natin,
Mm.
what's your most memorable internship experience?
Mm. Most memorable internship experience. Mm, I guess no, yung siguro ano, yung pagre-report to the office. Kasi nung ano, when back in, kasi diba pandemic na tayo. It started early 2020s and I had two internships kasi before nung college, yung mandatory internships ko. So parehas work from home lang sila. So parang yun, ang boring. Honestly, pag working from home ka lang, boring, wala kang kausap. But then, ayun, sa Michael Page, yung internship ko with them, yun, I had the privilege to go to the office in Makati. So ayun, hybrid setup naman kami. So I can go to the office mga twice or thrice a week. So nung intern ako, yun yung pinaka na-enjoy ko. Kasi when I go to the office, nakikita ko yung mga tao, I can hear them making calls, ganon. May mga napipick up talaga akong mga tips, kung anong magandang style na pag-call. So yun, na-adapt ko talaga. And ayun din, kasi if I have questions, ako kasi I'm the type of person na kapag may hindi ako magets, may hindi ako alam na gawin, of course, at first, I'll try to do it talaga. I'll try to figure it out by myself. Pero if di talaga kaya, I really ask questions. I ask my colleague, my supervisor, ganon. And it's easier then kasi if you're both in the office. Like, lalapitan mo lang siya, you're gonna ask how to do this, can you help me out with this? So yeah, yung I would say yung pinaka-memorable na internship experience ko would really be reporting to the office. Kasi feel ko yun na yung privilege na medyo nawala sa mga young professionals right now, sa mga college students right now since pandemic. So yeah, yun yung most memorable ko.
Akala ko yung most memorable yung free drinks at free food.
Yes, actually part yun. Part yun.
So, kahit intern, may ganong perks pa rin, no?
Yes, oo, meron din. Nung first week ko pa lang sa office, nung first Friday ko, yun, nakasama ko na sila.
So, ganun, no? Kahit na intern, inclusive talaga yung company.
Yes. Yes, very inclusive. Mm.
So, kung napag-usapan naman natin yung most memorable, ano naman yung most challenging part of being an intern?
Yeah, most challenging. Well, honestly, the work itself medyo challenging talaga. Kasi you have to imagine kasi 'di ba, recruitment, you're talking to a lot of different candidates. And candidates, tao 'yan eh. So, iba't ibang ugali, iba't ibang moods. Sometimes hindi mo talaga sila mage-gauge. So, may times na kapag kausap mo ngayon, mabait sila. Okay, sige, I'm willing to try this opportunity out. Thank you for reaching out to me. Tapos maya-maya, biglang kapag interview na, sorry, ayoko na pala. Then, yun, yung mas masakit pa kapag offer stage na, ready to sign na, a-accept na nila yung offer, biglang magba-back out. So, yun, I guess yung challenging part talaga of being an intern was really to deal with different types of people. Kasi in recruitment, ayun talaga, most of your day, you'll be on your phone talaga, making a lot of calls, dealing with different types of people. So, ayun, medyo yun yung pinaka-challenge siguro, I would say. But then, yeah, ano naman, masasanay ka naman once yeah, like for me, 8, 9 months na ata ako in Michael Page. So, yeah, sanay na ako sa mga different types of people.
para palang ano, no, pagjojowa. Na ready ka na
Yes, oo.
i-offer, tapos,
Ready ka
hindi
na?
pa pala ako ready sa commitment.
Oo.
This is not for me. So, yun talaga, no? Kahit dito,
Yes.
sa work talaga, no? Sa mga interns,
Yes.
may rejection at rejection pa rin talaga sa
Yes,
real life,
that's true.
sa
That's
adult.
true. And yeah, that's ano naman, part of life talaga, part of the job. So, ang important lang is really how you deal with it and how you bounce back.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Ayan. So, sobrang okay nang nahanap mo ng company, no?
Mm-mm.
Any
Yeah.
advice sa pagpili ng okay
Mm.
na internship?
Okay. Okay na internship. Actually, no, ano siya, for me, no, medyo subjective talaga tong tanong na to. It really depends from person to person. But then, siguro the question that I would ask you muna, ano, is really, siguro what's your main motivation? Ano yung pinaka-priority mo right now? Like, priority mo ba is to really be with a multinational company that really pays well? Or siguro yung motivation mo lang right now is, let's say, gusto mo lang talaga ng experience. Like, you just want to, gusto mo mag-join ng startup because gusto mong ma-challenge, gusto mong makakuha talaga ng relevant na experience. Or, ayun, let's say you're really after the culture ng company. So, it really depends eh. So, I guess, no, yung pinaka-advice ko for you guys in choosing an internship is ask yourself muna, what do you really want? Anong career track? Like, may specific industry ka ba in mind? And yun, yung pinaka-important talaga, kung ano yung main priority mo right now. What's your main motivation? Is it the pay? Is it the culture? Is it just for the experience? So, yun, you really have to reflect on yourself then muna.
So, ito, merong tanong tayo
Mhm.
dito na,
Mhm.
can you give practical
Practical
tips when
tips.
adapting to a new lifestyle or environment?
Yes. Okay, yes. Thank you, Rem, for that question. So for me, no, what I did, kasi I mentioned kanina, no, during my sharing na when I joined Michael Page, talagang very, very fast-paced talaga siya. So, for me, at first, medyo nahirapan ako mag-adjust. And yung environment talagang, kasi multinational company, so medyo Western talaga yung culture. Yung boss namin from Spain, from UK, so medyo Western yung culture, something na I'm not really accustomed to. But then I guess no, practical tips to adapt to that is really to have an open mind. Open mind. Try to talk to your colleagues, even to your bosses. Try to get to know them better on a more deeper and personal level. Kasi once you get to know them, mas ma-open yung mind mo eh. Mas maintindihan mo sila, and in the end no, you'd really find it easier for you to adjust and to adapt to that environment.
Ayan. So, dito naman, yung isang question naman natin
Mhm.
dito, how do you maintain such a positive mindset? 'Di ba,
Mhm.
syempre ayaw naman natin yung toxic positivity na, "Hey,
Yes,
positive
yes.
lang tayo dito, bawal sad, bawal
Yes,
depressed."
Mhm.
So, paano ba natin ma-maintain yung tamang positive mindset?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Bia. Actually, si Bia, kabarkada ko yan. Thanks for asking a question. So, I don't know, how do I maintain such a positive mindset? Ano no, don't get me wrong. When I say positive mindset, hindi, it doesn't necessarily mean na I don't have negative thoughts on my head. So, what I do, no, to maintain a positive mindset is that, you first have to, ano talaga, to acknowledge your negative thoughts. Um, like ano, you have to set it apart, like you have to understand na okay, there are things that are really out of my control, but then yeah, given that this is something na out of my control talaga, why bother, why do I have to spend a lot of time on it, 'di ba? So what yung advice ko siguro, and on how I always maintain a positive mindset, is to really look at the more important things, really trying to look at the things that I can control rather than the things that yun I cannot control. So yun, negative thoughts, it's always there. It would always be there. But then, yeah, it's always a constant battle. And if it could help, no? it really depends on you din kasi sa personality mo. Ako kasi when I have negative thoughts, I'm that type of person na um, medyo tinatago ko sa sarili ko eh. Pero it really depends kasi on person per person. So, if you are a person na you're comfortable sharing, kapag may negative thoughts ka, yun, feel free to grab a friend, maybe talk to your family, your colleague, or whoever, just to share yung mga negative thoughts mo, something that's bothering you. And that would really help then. Mhm. Yeah, so yun, I guess that's my answer to your question, Dia.
So yun, dito naman na question, what's
Mhm.
your biggest motivation right now?
Biggest motivation. Yeah, thanks Casey. Friend ko rin yan si Casey. So yeah, biggest motivation, yeah. Supportive yung mga friends ko. Thank you so much. So yeah, biggest motivation, no. If I'm going to be honest, um, one part talaga is really money. Kasi financial talaga. Gusto kong makaipon kasi I really want to enjoy life. Like right now, feel ko I'm at the peak. I'm at the peak. So feel ko these are the talagang the best years of my life right now. And parang ang sad naman if I don't have the finances to to enjoy to go out with friends. Pero I wouldn't say naman na yun yung biggest motivation ko. Siguro that's one of my biggest motivations. That's why talagang very hardworking ako. But then on top of that talaga, I'd say yung biggest motivation ko even ever since pa is to really prove myself worthy. It's really to prove the doubters wrong. Yun yung pinaka motivation ko right now kasi to be honest, growing up, parang I faced a lot of challenges. Eh. Like a lot of people, family members, not my ano naman, hindi naman immediate family ko, but then like let's say yung sa dad side ko, madami kasi sila na parang mababa yung tingin sa akin. So kahit na anong achievements ko before, even na consistent honor students ako back in elementary, high school, nag-best thesis ako in college, I graduated cum laude from college. Parang sa kanila, it's not enough. Parang sinasabi nila na this doesn't prove anything. Like, okay, cum laude ka, pero ano naman yun? Ano magagawa ng pagka-cum laude mo? So yun, I've been constantly hearing those stuff kasi talaga while growing up. So I would say talaga, dun yung pinaka ano ko, dun talaga yung pinaka hugot ko. Yun yung pinaka motivation ko talaga right now why I really want to do my best, on why I really want to succeed, to really push myself to achieve more. So yun yung pinaka motivation ko. And yun, I guess no, it's also very important then for you guys na to to reflect on yourself then, to ask yourself ano din yung pinaka biggest motivation nyo. Kasi it would really help eh. Once you know your motivation, alam mo yung push and pull factors mo, yun, it would really help you moving forward sa career mo.
Yun talaga yung isa sa struggles no sa Asian household na
Yes, totoo. Lalo na
so,
for Phil Chai, grabe, like oo, yun talaga yung pinaka-challenge that I faced growing up.
na parang dapat molded tayo as overachievers ganyan.
Yes, totoo.
And dun sa sinabi mong one of your biggest motivation, sobrang practical naman talaga no na dapat yung sa career na yung kino-consider natin for a career ay it pays the bills. And
Yes.
di ba, ang mahal ng mga bilihin ngayon, inflation.
Totoo.
Given naman na yun, di ba?
Yes.
Ito, meron pa tayong isang question dito. One thing na natutunan mo as an employee ngayon na sana alam mo na nung intern ka pa lang?
One thing that I learned as an employee. Siguro, sana I would have more courage pa before, like, speaking up. Kasi, like, before, during, until now naman kasi, may mga regular meetings kami, like, within the technology team. So, ano siya, parang, there are times na they're going to ask for my input, ganun. But then, sometimes parang medyo hesitant to share kasi baka hindi pala okay yung ano ko, yung yung idea ko. So, ayun, I guess yung natutunan ko ngayon is that I should have been more open. And yeah, I should have parang shared my thoughts more before. And yun, kasi meron tayong laging fear di ba? Na fear na baka hindi okay yung sasabihin natin, hindi okay yung mga suggestions natin. But then, well, for my work environment naman, they're really very open. Safe space naman siya. So, ayun, I guess, no, really, nung intern ako, sana I could have spoken up more and shared my thoughts even more.
So, meron na lang tayong konting questions dito. And isa sa viewers natin ay, how do you manage work-life balance?
Okay. Work-life balance. Ay, Kennard, ikaw pala yan. Thank you for the question, Kenny. So, yeah, work-life balance. I would say, no, well, at times kasi at work, alam mo naman yan, Kenny, na we could really feel very overwhelmed kasi ang daming ginagawa, ang daming mga client meetings, ang daming nating mga calls. So, yeah, overwhelmed talaga. So, yung what I do no is I really take breaks talaga. Like, kahit na during work hours, let's say, 10 a.m. to, let's say, kunwari, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., straight talaga ako nag-work, ganon. And yun, of course, may times na I feel burnt out, papagod ako. So yun, I would take, let's say, 15-minute to 30-minute na break during, let's say, 3 to 3:30 p.m. And then, I'll continue ulit kapag okay na ako. So, ayun, I guess yung pinaka-important thing kasi to achieve work-life balance is really understand yourself and also understand your body. Like, hanggang saan lang yung kaya mo. So, yun, work-life balance. And also, no, na-mention ko rin kanina na before, I used to work pa rin during nighttime. And kasi yun, I don't have, di ko talaga nasa structure yung day ko. And yun, instead of just relaxing at night, watching movies, playing games, nagagamit ko siya for work. So ngayon, talagang I really set a strict rule talaga na, okay, past this time, past 6 p.m., I wouldn't really work na talaga. Unless if really urgent na kailangan talaga. So ayun, work is work, and then of course you have your life. You deserve to enjoy your life, especially when you're really working very hard. So ayun, work-life balance, very important yan. If you feel overwhelmed, it's okay. It's necessary for you to take breaks, and yeah, just talk to your managers, to your colleagues about it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you feel like everything's too much. So yun, always be open.
Yan. Last two questions na lang tayo kasi ang dami na pala nating pieces of advice na nabigay. Hindi na natin na malagay yung time. Pero ito, medyo personal. Kung may message ka for your past intern self, ano yun?
Message for my past intern self. Um, Siguro yung message I would give to my past intern self is that everything will be okay. Kasi nung past intern self ko, honestly, yun, despite me having a very positive mindset, of course, ano pa rin madalas pa rin worried ako, like worried about the future, worried about what to do next, will I excel in this, will I excel in that. So, ayun, talagang nandun yung doubt, nandun yung fear. So, yung message ko for my past intern self is everything's going to be okay. Take your time, just enjoy the journey. And yun din yung sinabi ko naman kanina when I shared no na life is not a race naman. And at this point in time, you don't have to have everything all figured out at this very moment. So, ayun, everything will be okay. Just enjoy the journey, just enjoy life. Kasi there's more to there's more to life than just work.
Yan. So, last question natin. In one word, how would you describe your career growth?
One word, how would I describe my career growth? One word,
Sige,
I'd
pwedeng may
say
explanation.
with explanation. Siguro I would say exciting. Exciting in a sense na ano kasi, well, as I mentioned, yung career progression kasi namin dito sa Michael Page, very clear naman. So I would know kung when I would get promoted and I would know if I'm on the right track. So exciting in a sense na there's really something that I can look forward to. And and exciting then in the same way na you don't know what's there to come. 'Di ba? So, ayun, I guess, ano lang, well, for now, hindi ko naman talaga like super 100% priority siguro yung like promotion. Right now, I really want to just enjoy the journey more. And if ever na ma-promote ako, why not? Yun lang, yun nga lang, added responsibilities then. But then, yeah, why not, di ba? So, ayun lang. Right now, I just want to enjoy the journey. And let's see where things will take me.
Pupunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part, sabi nga nila.
Yeah.
So, ayan. To wrap up our discussion, so, ano na lang yung message mo to all college students, fresh grads, or young millennials na nanonood right now?
Okay, message for fresh grads. Sorry.
Yes,
Okay.
college students, young millennials.
Okay. Yeah, I guess yung pinaka-message ko sa inyo, ito ano din, very similar din with what I shared when I closed my sharing kanina na yung fears, your doubts, it will always be there. Especially right now, you're in the crossroads. As young professionals, as um, college graduates, diba, you really don't know what career path to take. So, yeah, my advice to you talaga is to first just to relax. Fears and doubt it will always be there, but then yeah, you should reflect on yourself. Ask yourself what you really want, and if it would really help, you could talk to other people as well. You can ask for pieces of advice from different people. So ayun, right now just enjoy your life, enjoy your journey, and don't rush anything kasi life is not a race naman. So yun, just enjoy.
Medyo ano lang, medyo yung sound lang nung yung
Oh,
mic mo.
sorry.
Pero ano naman, okay lang. So, uh, okay na tayo and thank you so much for your time and effort to be here today, Shane. Sobrang dami na may natutunan, pati ako personally. So, ang theme natin for today's video ay trust the process, di ba?
That's the
Kasi,
process.
di ba, kahit na hindi mo pa alam anong gagawin mo sa life mo or sa career mo specifically, mag-unfold pa rin talaga yun. And, yun, at the end of the day, kung saan talaga tayo masaya. So,
Yes, that's it.
before we end our live, you may plug your company's social media platforms and kung meron job opportunities na available right now sa Michael Page.
Yes, sure. Oh. So actually, no. Well, for Michael Page, we do have a LinkedIn page. I would really highly suggest everyone, highly encourage everyone to follow our page on LinkedIn. So yun, makikita mo naman yung mga posts namin doon as well as mga open roles din namin there. And apart from that, no, right now may mga open opportunities kami. So maybe you guys would be interested. So right now we are actually looking for one's office support and also interns for the for the finance department of Michael Page. So I don't know if ever you might be interested, feel free lang to send your CVs to me through my email. Can I type down my email ba dito? Okay.
Sure, sure.
There, okay.
Sige, ipa-flash natin yan sa screen.
Yes, okay. Yeah, so yun na naman. And guys, if you have any other questions you want to reach out to me, maybe schedule a quick call with me to if you have any questions and want to learn more,
feel free lang to send a connection request to me through LinkedIn. And yun, if you have any questions, you can send me a message then also there.
Ayan. So, thank you so much for your time. And, ayan, naka-flash nga yung email address ni Shane sa ating live. And, ayun, feel free to reach out to him sa LinkedIn niya. And, konting reminders lang for next week. Next week, meron tayo again Career Talk Thursdays. So, pag-uusapan naman natin how to write a fresh grad or internship CV. So, paano ba tayo magka-craft ng CV na mag-stand out talaga, di ba, sa mga employers. Ayan, kung gusto nyo rin na mag-reach out kila Shane, di ba, kung merong job opportunities, gaya nga nung sinabi niya kanina na available job openings, ayan, reach out lang kayo sa kanya. So, para sa e-certificate naman natin, ayan, naka-flash din sa screen yung link and nakalagay na rin sa comment section natin. And don't forget to sign up at ph.prospero.com. Ano yun?
Yeah, alam lang, I'd like to plug in lang din. No? Michael Page, we do have an Instagram account. So, search nyo lang, michaelpage.ph. Yun, feel free to follow our Instagram account then. We are very active there. And there, you could also see some snapshots of yung mga experiences namin inside Michael Page. So, ayun, yun na naman for me.
So, very active naman sila, no? And si Shane, I believe sa LinkedIn. And, ayun, goods na tayo for today. And that ends our Career Talk Thursdays. And thank you so much for joining us today. Sana marami kayong natutunan sa experiences ni Shane, sa pagiging intern, and sa pag-absorb sa kanya ng company hanggang ma-promote ng ilang beses. And sana may napulot kayo in terms of your career growth or path. And once again, I'm your host, Roan. Follow us and stay tuned on our social media platforms for updates. So, kita-kits ulit next Thursday. Bye-bye!
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.